Most Airbnb hosts are only a few small changes away from having a fully booked calendar. So in this video, I'm going to show you the 7 steps I use to help over 2,000 property owners make over $1 billion in bookings, and how exactly I would follow them to get a booked out calendar fast. To show you how the first step works, I need to explain to you the biggest mistake most hosts make that cost them hundreds of thousands of dollars every year. Have you ever felt like Airbnb just isn't showing your property, no matter what settings you change? Well, there's actually a common reason most of the hosts I work with say this to me, and it works like this. So have you ever walked into the supermarket, gone to the chocolate section, and grabbed the first thing you see? Turns out the reason for this is more clever than you might think. Supermarkets put the item that sells the best at eye level for the average height. That's because they want you to make a fast decision, because fast decisions are the way to score revenue from people that don't even realize they're being played. Airbnb algorithm works exactly the same way. It puts the properties that get booked the most at the top of their search results. So step 1 is to ensure that your listing is kept visible. But how do you actually do that? So most hosts talk about the Airbnb algorithm like it's a mystery box, and they assume it's random or unfair or somehow it's personally biased against them. But Airbnb algorithm is brutally simple. It rewards the listings that make Airbnb money, which means it prioritizes the listing that guests actually click and book. So if people are scrolling past your listing, Airbnb shows it less. If they click but don't book, Airbnb is going to show it less. If they click and book, Airbnb will show it more. And that's the brutally honest but simple truth. Just imagine how supermarkets decide which product go at the eye level. They don't just put the items there because they like the brand. They put them there because those products sell quickly when people see them. So take this protein bar. If it sits untouched for weeks, it gets moved down. If another flies off the shelf, it gets prime placement. And Airbnb works the same way, except the shelf is the search results. So if visibility is earned, not given, the real question becomes what actually makes a guest click and book? Because that's what feeds the algorithm. It fills up Airbnb pockets and keeps other host businesses alive. Guests don't compare listings the way you and I may think they do. Most hosts assume guests carefully read descriptions, analyze amenities, make rational comparisons. And they don't, because they're scanning dozens of other options in seconds. They're making snap judgments based on very limited information. And the decision happens in 2 layers. The first one is, does this look appealing? And the second is, does this seem safe and worth the price? If you fail that first layer, the second never happens. So let's picture someone house hunting online. They don't open every property listing in detail. They scroll through thumbnails, stopping only when something feels right. Only after clicking do they start checking the bedrooms, looking at the floor plans, seeing the price and the location. And Airbnb browsing works exactly the same way. And that brings us to the single most important asset in your entire listing. So most Airbnb listings don't lose bookings because the property is bad. They lose bookings because the photos fail them. Airbnb is a visual marketplace. So if your photos are dark or cluttered, inconsistent or out of order, guests don't consciously think these photos are bad. They think something about this place does not feel right. And then they keep on scrolling. Before the 1970s, houses across the world were mostly sold with vague text-based descriptions and only one photo. Sometimes none at all. Estate agents in the UK and the US then began experimenting with more photography, brighter, cleaner imagery, and the market shift was crazy. So the houses started selling faster, for higher prices, and there were far fewer viewings booked before the deal was sealed. So what separates high-converting Airbnb photos from the rest? It's not fancy cameras. It's structure and using the facilities you have available to the best of your ability. Those first 5 photos get the majority of your attention. If you don't sell the stay, the rest just does not matter. And hosts who fix the first 5 photos are often see those bookings increase from 40 to 60% without having to lower their price. However, sometimes the truth is that most poor Airbnb listings are not broken. They are simply overpriced. Hosts fixate on nightly rate instead of total price. But Airbnb now ranks and displays listings on what guests actually pay, including all the fees. So if your total price is higher than similar listings, Airbnb pushes you down. Imagine there are 2 flights to the same destination. One advertised $99, but ends at $180 after all the essential extras, where the other shows $180 all in. And most people will pick that second one, even though it's technically more expensive, because it feels honest. People can think the same way about Airbnbs. So what have I seen our clients do at Boostly to revive their slow listings? They use pricing strategically. So if booking's slow, for example, they may temporarily drop their price by 10%. They may shorten the minimum stay. They may undercut the market for a week. But the goal isn't cheap stays. It's all about building momentum. Because once Airbnb sees those conversions, the visibility comes back. Prices can rise again. Now, pricing alone won't help if a potential guest can't book with you. Airbnb can't show what guests can't book. Long minimum stays, blocked out calendars, and no instant book will quietly remove you from most searches. Most guests will filter for 1 to 2 night stays. They will look for instant book and they look for flexible dates. And if you aren't prepared to qualify, you'll become invisible. And at the end of the day, if nobody can see you, nobody can book with you. It's like running a shop that only opens 3 days a week, then wondering why your foot traffic is low. You need to increase visibility by allowing short stays, filling gap nights, turning on instant booking, and opening your calendar further ahead, because if you're more available, you have more chances to rank in the algorithm. Even when everything else is right, one thing still decides the final click. Potential guests don't book that best listing, they book the safest one. Reviews below 4.7 stars, having less than 5 reviews, and those old negative reviews damage you more than you think. Guests aren't really rational, they just want to avoid any potential risks. It's a human instinct. If 2 Amazon products were charging the same price, but one has 125-star reviews, say, and the other has 3 mixed ones, what do you order? It's the same logic for guests. You need to build trust quickly, over-deliver on early stays, ask for reviews, fix repeated complaints immediately, and accumulate recent positive reviews to outweigh those old negative ones. Bad reviews on its own will not destroy listings, but unfixed patterns definitely do. Your Airbnb isn't failing because you're unlucky. It's failing because it doesn't look good enough, or it costs too much, or guests just don't trust it yet. Now, if you can fix these, your bookings will increase dramatically. And it isn't magic. It's just clear steps to improve your listing. Now, there is one more tip that I want to share with you, and that is if you want your bookings to explode and you don't want to rely on algorithms, pricing decisions, and being seen on a platform that you have no control over, then watch the video on screen and discover the booking strategy that Airbnb doesn't want you to know about.